Hey guys, hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good, in case you're wondering. Um, really trying to practice some mindfulness this morning and working on thinking about the things I'm grateful for, which is important right now. And that leads to our last topic for fighting invisible tigers, which is working on choosing the upside view, trying to focus on the power of thinking, the power of positive thinking. So that's the last bit of advice or bit of reading or bit of thought we're going to do in SST this trimester. Augie, shh, I'm reading. So let's get started. Stress can make you feel anxious and eat away at your self-esteem. When you're at the limit of your ability to cope, it can seem like you're lost in the stress jungle and your life will never get better. But a few other skills can be helpful when it feels like invisible tigers are gaining on you. These techniques take almost no effort and are totally free and have an instant payback. They're about making a choice to see the upside view of life. Seeing the upside. Seeing the upside means remembering all of the good things things about you and your life. While this may sound too simple to be effective, it does truly work. After all, stress is a reaction to the world you perceive. So how you view and think about the world affects how you feel. Think about it. Have you ever been down or depressed about something, maybe even something small, and it grew and grew in your thoughts until it seemed like a huge problem for you to deal with? If you are full of anxious or frightened thoughts, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and out of control. Focusing on the negative is a sure way to become your own worst invisible stress tiger. I'm going to read this section here, The Power of Positivity. Positive thinking has a powerful effect on your body. Research shows that people who are optimistic not only have better mental health, but also better physical health. Optimism can help your heart and lungs stay healthy and strengthen your immune system so that you are sick less often. It's even been shown that people with serious illnesses live longer when they have a sense of humor and a brighter outlook on life. So I'm going to go back to here. So focusing on the negative is a sure way to become your own worst invisible stress tiger. The opposite is true too. When you have a positive attitude about yourself and your life, the world is a less stressful place. Instead of dwelling on the negative things that might happen, you can focus on your strengths and abilities to overcome challenges. It's true, sad events or stressful situations will still occur and you'll have to deal with them. But when you can see the upside, the good things inside you, and the people who care about you, you are in a much stronger position to deal with tough times. That's why people often say that life is all about having the right attitude. So how do you do this? How do you begin to see the upside? So in the same way you strengthen your muscles by lifting weights, you can have a more positive attitude by practicing upside thoughts. Think about the great parts of your life and write them in a list. And here's the thing, I don't always consider them the great parts of my life, but they're the things that I'm grateful for that I have. And I list them. So include things you like and the people you care about. You might also list your talents or accomplishments and anything else you appreciate or are proud of. So this is just an example. I'll read through it. So things I'm thankful for. This is not mine. This is somebody in the example. Things I'm thankful for. A comfortable place to sleep at night. Good food, especially pasta with pesto and mushrooms. My health. my mom and dad, my science skills, my cat, my favorite hoodie, Tom, Ricardo, and the guys, my kindness towards others, our soccer team's domination, living in a free country. So it's an example of the types of things you could write down. They can be little things, they can be big things, they can be things that are things that are important to you. They don't have to be important to other people. Things that are important to you. So after you're done, take a close look at your list. It's important to recognize all the things that are right with you in your life, that are right with you in your life. Keep your list on hand and review it often. Add to it when new things come up. Positive self-talk. We all talk to ourselves constantly, whether we realize it or not. If we actually had these conversations out loud, we might seem really weird, and we might not like hearing what comes out of our mouths. What we say to ourselves has a big impact on how we feel. Positive self-talk is another way to train yourself to choose the right on the upside view. So positive talk is positive self-talk. Sometimes people also think about it, and maybe you've heard it like the growth mindset or reframing your thinking, or but it is true. It does work. Trying to think about how we talk to ourselves. Oftentimes we're really mean to ourselves, the things we say, and trying to slow that down and notice it, and then try to use different ways of talking to ourselves. And these aren't things we always say out loud. I'm going to say them out loud because I'm reading them. But somebody who might be struggling with their weight or how they look, I'm so overweight. It's no wonder other kids tease me all the time. Trying to tell yourself, I'm a good person and deserve to be treated with respect. Instead of thinking, I'll never be able to improve my grades, or I'm dumb. Try this. I'm smart and willing to work hard. I can work with my teachers to do better at school. Instead of, other kids don't like me because I spaz out sometimes. I have many good qualities and have a lot to share with others. Try that. Instead of, I'd like to try out for gymnastics, but I'm no good. I have a lot of determination, and with the coach's help, I can succeed. Instead of, I can't do anything right and deserve to be miserable. That's a really sad one. I'm a unique person with lots of talents. I want and deserve a great life. Instead of, things are out of control. I won't be able to get my life back on track. Try, I can handle my problems by making good decisions and getting help from others. So, replacing negative thoughts with positive ones can make a big difference in how you feel about yourself and your life. The key is to do it consistently. Whenever you hear a negative thought in your head, replace it with a positive one. So that's about noticing what you're thinking and feeling. So that's what I talk about, trying to notice what we're thinking and feeling. When you do, you can be your own best friend, build confidence, and tame invisible tigers. So lighten up. This is another one. I don't like when people tell me to lighten up, but I like to practice lightening up. I like humor a lot. I like joking around. I like being silly. This is one I use a lot to try to deal with stress and not try to take things so seriously. So another approach to seeing the upside is to see the humorous side of life. It's understandable that we're sometimes stressed or fearful about what's happening in our lives. And it's natural to be worried about troubling world events we learn about in the news. But always feeling anxious or afraid is unhealthy. That's why it's important to lighten up whenever we can, to smile and laugh and put things in perspective. Scientists have known for a long time that humor has positive physical and emotional benefits. Laughter increases respiratory activity, our breathing rate, oxygen exchange, muscular activity, and heart rate. It also stimulates the pituitary gland, which leads to an overall positive biochemical state. Simply put, humor is good for you. Sometimes it can be hard to laugh, like during very stressful periods or when something bad has happened. People who are very shy may also have a hard time showing the lighter side. You have the right to respond in your own way in these situations, but remember the old saying, laughter is the best medicine. Here are some suggestions to lighten up. 5 ways to lighten up. Hang out with people who are happy and who have a good sense of humor. Being around someone who's positive and funny can give you a lift. Make sure your personal safety net includes these people. We skipped that part, but I'll talk about it someday. Watch movies and TV shows you know will make you happy. If you have a choice between a comedy or feel good film and a movie that's sad or disturbing, choose the one more likely to improve your spirits. Search the internet for hilarious film clips and funny sites, memes, gifs. Spread the cheer by sharing what you find with family members and friends. Many people have a favorite comic strip or cartoon that they like to read each day. A variety of these can be found online. Learn one joke a week and share it with the people you know. Even if some of the jokes are corny, dad jokes, and cause groans from people, this habit can be a fun way to get others laughing and to get them to share jokes of their own. Seeing the upside view is important for feeling good about yourself. It helps you stay positive and keep things in perspective when life is particularly stressful or challenging. If you're skeptical, try using one of these methods for a day and see what happens. Learning to live on the upside can help you feel better in a hurry. All right, that's the end of that section. The last one, trying to see the positive, stay on the upside. So we talked about positive self-talk, reframing our thinking, humor. So it's all good advice. Power of positive thinking is very helpful. So I encourage you guys to try it. I want to share a joke I learned this week that's my favorite new joke. So this is the joke. How many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh? How many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh? All right. You ready for the punchline? 10 tickles. 10 tickles. Tentacles. It takes 10 tickles to get an octopus to laugh. That's terrible. Oh, and amazing. All right. Bye, guys.